Hey, is this thing on? Alright, well, look, this has got to be the most Dale Gribble shit on the internet. I swear to God. And I'm not saying that because the guy did this. I'm saying it because I swear to God, his whole persona just gives some Dale Gribble era. Okay? Look, um, I would definitely not condone trying to pretend to be a police officer. As in fact, matter of fact, that's against the law. This guy fucked around and found out. So we're here to watch it. This video is by Code Blue Cam, and this is what happens when a fake cop pulls over a real police sergeant.
In September 2023, an on-duty sergeant from the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department was traveling through a construction zone in his unmarked squad car when he spotted a Ford Explorer that closely resembled Indiana State Police vehicles. The driver, 23-year-old Jonathan Becker, wore a neon green uniform shirt with patches, similar to Indiana law enforcement attire. Jonathan soon pulled in behind the sergeant and activated his white and amber emergency lights, signaling what appeared to be a traffic stop. In response, the sergeant pulled over, but Jonathan continued driving, turned off the lights, and was later seen in another construction area with workers dressed in similar attire. The sergeant asked Jonathan if he was a police officer, but Jonathan denied it and accused the sergeant of speeding in the construction zone. While they argued, the sergeant called for assistance from uniformed officers. As they spoke, the sergeant noticed John's tactical belt had a radio mic, a key ring with an Indiana State Police logo, and a black whistle, items commonly used by police officers.
Are you a police officer in the state of Indiana?
I already answered this question. I'm not answering again, I already told you. Okay. So you have no answer. Stop playing games.
There's no games here.
Okay, then I already answered that question.
This dude's just...
Well, the reason I asked you before is because I wanted to make sure if you are a police
just
officer.
getting his chew on.
I told you my answer. Stop.
Well, you're not a police officer.
I already answered that question.
Why
This
it's
whole
not a
video,
officer,
dude,
correct?
gives me some King of the Hill vibes, like right, some skit vibes.
55.
Okay.
For no reason. How do I know you're not on your way to a call because your lights are on?
What
And
lights?
You're not in a police car, a marked police car. And then you put your badge on to talk to me.
Correct.
And your gun.
I didn't put my gun on. I have my gun with me because
Okay.
I'm a police officer.
Alright, well, I didn't see your badge on.
When I went by you in the car, you mean?
Yep. You put it on to come talk to me?
Correct.
Yep.
Because I wanted to make sure that you knew that before I just come up and start talking to you what was going on.
Alright.
Okay?
Alright, go run me. Let's get this over with.
So why are you
Do you
pretending to be a
understand what's
cop when
happening
you're a
here?
real cop?
Why I'm here to talk to you?
Nope.
You don't understand?
Nope.
Bizarre shit.
Do you have responsibilities enforcing traffic law on
I'm a flagger.
Okay. Do you have responsibilities to enforce speeding law
What's that
on the
mean?
interstate?
Whenever we're in a construction zone, I do whatever they tell me
Means
to
he's
do.
not a cop.
Has anybody tasked you with the responsibility to flash your lights at motorists on the road and tell them to slow down while you're driving?
What do we do?
Okay, what you're doing right now is stationary on the side of the road trying to ensure the safety of people in a construction zone, right?
Yep.
Okay. You understand the difference between the motoring public on 465, which is a busy interstate in Indianapolis.
I don't know what your point is here.
Okay. My point is, let's step back and look, okay? Would you agree that some people might think this looks like a police car? Or some kind of emergency vehicle?
It's a traffic control car. Just
Okay.
like his car.
Okay.
Just like his car.
Which is
just
why
like
I-
his car.
Okay.
We all use
Which is
different
why I
types of
asked you
vehicles.
why you are essentially trying to enforce traffic law on the interstate.
Who said I was trying to do that?
Did you not activate your lights, what you said, to slow me down?
I did not.
You didn't activate your lights?
Nope. And there's a witness.
Okay.
Wherever he went.
You didn't activate these lights right in the front of your car?
Nope. My strobe lights, I did not.
Okay, what lights did you activate?
I didn't activate any lights.
Okay, so there's
Do you have any proof that I did?
two different stories you've given me. You said before it wasn't your strobes, it's your high beams.
Well, you said strobes. You
Okay.
told the Lawrence officer I flashed my strobe lights.
Okay, these lights that are right in the front that are
Did I flash my
strobing.
strobes? So
Lights-
now you have two different stories, okay? So now you
You
said
understand the action
you
of
said
these
headlights.
lights?
So you said headlights and then strobes. So which one?
I'm
which one
asking
did you see?
I'm asking
very
you what you
interesting
activated,
interaction.
and you said you didn't activate
All right,
anything,
I'm
which is
done
not
talking.
accurate. Okay.
I'll talk to somebody else.
Have you ever been arrested?
I'll talk to somebody else. I'm done talking to you.
Hey, is your laptop? Or do you have,
I'm like, that's the supervisor, is it not? Usually people ask for that guy.
John explained that he owns Indiana Traffic Operations, a company specializing in traffic control at construction sites to ensure the safety of construction crews.
I have.
That sounds like a pretty smart business plan.
Are you on place for the wreck?
Doing traffic. That's all I do. It's not like I'm not doing it. He saw the whole thing.
642.
I don't know what he's trying to gain out of it.
Do you have your ID on you? Come on. You need it? Well, he's saying you're a witness to this whole thing, so I strike out.
This dude, he drives by in his Jeep. We're going what? 60? And it's a 55 on Caitlin.
It was also discovered John was on probation for unlawful display of emergency lights on a vehicle.
Mr. Becker, is your driver's license? Are you on probation?
Yeah.
You're on probation?
You already know the answer to that
Hancock
question.
County?
You already know the
What
answer
are
to
you
that
on
question.
probation for?
You already know the answer to that question. You looked it up, so you already know.
Okay. What do you think he's on probation for? No, actually, I've never seen somebody on probation for it, but he's on probation for improper use of emergency lights.
It's not improper use. You need to reread that.
I'm not here to write you a ticket.
Okay, I know
What
that.
do you think the odds are that of
Okay,
all
hold
people?
on. Reverse. You said improper use. What did it say? Now you're implying to him that I use red and blue light.
I didn't imply anything.
You just told him, and so now everybody thinks. Everyone thinks they're.
Did you flash your lights when you were behind him?
No,
I didn't.
Of emergency
I
lights
didn't.
on a vehicle.
He flew past. me
Well, you're not the
like
police. So guess what? If somebody flies past you, call the police.
What do you think the odds are that of all the people that I stopped to talk to for flashing their lights on the interstate?
He didn't flash him, but
Whatever you want to call
I feel like a moron here. Somebody tell me who's on the right and who's on the wrong. This shit is bizarre as fuck. I'm just like, this. On one hand, I don't know whose side I'm on. I'm like, if he's on probation for it, I mean, maybe he was actually using improper lights. Why else would he be on probation for it? Like, I don't understand. Like, but then he's saying like, oh, well, that implies that, you know, I'm using red and blue lights. I'm just like, what? I don't know, man.
he flew by me at 80 miles an hour, which would make
unlawful display of
a reason for us to believe that he did something about it.
Yes, you probably know a lot about the statute.
I
But you
do.
probably, if you're on probation for that, shouldn't be on the interstate trying to slow traffic down. And this is your lucky day that the car that you try to do that to happens to be an unmarked police officer who happens to be working. Okay? So don't give me a hard time when you're on probation for something
Don't touch
related.
my car.
Okay?
I'm not touching your car. Stop touching my car.
You're lucky I don't tow it, which is within my purview.
Okay.
Okay? I'm going to tell you what I'm
You
going to
wanna
do.
walk home?
At your ID, you have this gentleman's information. I'm going to make a police report.
Okay.
How that handles anything for your business based on what your current status is, I do not know. What is your probation officer's name?
I have to look at it.
You don't know who your probation officer is?
I think
You don't-
he's a real chill guy. I have to check in with him
Okay.
maybe once a month.
You're
I
on
don't
probo and you don't know who your probo officer is, bro?
This is probably a bad idea. Your intentions may have been good, but bad things happen when people start down that road. And I'm not talking about you happen to flash them at a police officer. I'm talking about people get pissed off. I legitimately was doing something that you have no idea what I'm doing. That's what we do for a living. It was just your bad luck that happened to be what I do for a living. Okay?
What, drive 80 miles an hour in a 55 and then weave in and out of traffic?
I'm not going to take advice from
I'm
somebody
just-
on
I'm just
probation.
asking.
Laughing? It's like, damn, bro, don't start laughing, bro. Like,
Doing like an unmarked Ford or something like that. All right, cool. But you said you're in COVID investigation.
Not COVID, covert. Yes.
Okay.
What we do, I'll tell you what I do for a living.
I heard COVID, so I was.
tell me that's some Dale Gribble shit right there, though. It's like, you told me that you were in some COVID investigation.
So I was.
No,
like,
I don't go after COVID violators, okay?
He's trying to cut him so many breaks.
Sir.
I was mad when I heard about this. I wasn't even here.
We go after people. We do gun crime investigations. I need people to not know that I'm the police. That's what we do for a living. So, no, I don't normally waste any of my time, but you pique my curiosity, flashing your lights at me. I understand now you say you didn't flash any lights or whatever, and it must have just been my random luck that I came up here to talk to you and you happen to be on probation. I have no idea who you are. I have nothing against you. I'm just telling you, it's a bad idea to be on the interstate flashing your lights at people
I've seen this car by blind.
Are they together?
I think so. The skinny one with glasses drives that
Somebody
car.
made
He
The
does
skinny
have
one.
red
Damn,
hair.
bro. Get some weight on you.
With lights on, but
This is
I've
your
seen
call.
him at a car wash, and I could have swear I saw
it's pretty-
steady burns that are red and blue.
It's like, it's clear what they're doing. Like, you're wearing you got a thin blue line plate cover, you're wearing a thin blue line hat, like...
Come on, man. We all know, whether you want to admit it or not, what you're trying to do. There's a place
What am I
for that.
trying to do?
Apparently, based on what you're saying, you're trying to get me to slow down, okay? It's not your job, unfortunately, today.
Well, you're
Maybe
the
it will be
police.
in the
You shouldn't
future.
be driving like that anyway.
It's not your call.
This is his
You don't know
company,
what
though?
I'm
Like,
doing.
I don't
Not my call,
understand.
but
Like,
you as
So
a
then
police
don't do
officer,
it.
you should be driving with due regard. And that was not due regard. And I'm sure he can vouch for me. That was not due regard.
If I saw this car coming up behind me and I couldn't see the plate, I couldn't see the lights, I would 100% think it was a cop, like an out-of-county cop.
Weaving
Mr.
in and out.
Becker,
Oh, no. Hold
listen
on.
to
You
me.
had your piece.
I will
I'm
not
gonna
be
have my piece.
lectured.
Okay. all right.
yeah, I would too.
Yeah, 'cause you should
I
know
would.
better.
I definitely agree
You
with
don't
him
know
there.
what
There's
I'm
a
doing.
freaking brush
I'm not
bar
even
on it.
police, dude.
So what was I
And
doing?
then you asked me 20
Explain
times.
to me what I was doing.
Weaving in and out of traffic,
No.
no signal, and speeding.
What was I
with
doing?
no due regard.
What was I looking for?
I don't care what you were looking for.
How? So that is
You're
not your
driving with
place.
no due regard.
That is not accurate. How do you
Exactly.
know? Was I
So maybe you
following a
should have
murder
somebody-
suspect?
So maybe
Was I following a
told
murder
you.
suspect?
that's your business.
Was I
I
following a
delivered
murder
here, guys.
suspect?
This is
Obviously
fucking
not.
crazy.
Was I
Following
following?
me.
How do you know?
Because you followed me here.
How do you
You
know?
follow that murder spec. You'd be following him right now. You wouldn't be talking to me,
You make
right?
my point for me, okay? Your actions, okay? Look it up. In the state of Indiana, when you take action and cause someone to take another action, okay? When you take action like on the interstate, flipping your lights on like this, you cause a chain reaction. You don't know what I was doing, okay? You didn't know I was a police officer. You just thought I was somebody driving on the interstate, coming off the interstate onto Shadeland, right? What I'm saying is it's not your place to enforce those traffic laws. I understand your heart, your intention might have been in the right place. I don't know. I have no idea what your deal is with Hancock County. What I'm saying is that's a bad
So
idea.
bizarre.
As it turns out, you're trying to lecture me on something that you don't know what our job is or what I was doing, okay? I understand you didn't know I was a police officer.
You guys
There
do
are a
your
lot
thing.
of police
I'm just
cars.
asking you to drive with due regard. All right, that's all I want. All right.
It's not your place.
It's not your plate. You're a citizen. I'm sorry. You can drive down the street and want it all
So,
day.
I'm
It's not your job.
I'm not asking you to give me a lecture. I'm here just explaining to you. Actually, I was out here working. I understand now. You think, whatever, I'm wasting my time here.
Okay, but you get where I'm coming from, right? I just see some
You understand?
jackass
I don't like.
driving down the road going 50.
It doesn't
not your
matter.
job.
It's
You
not your
jackass.
job.
I'm not here to give you a ticket, okay?
I understand that.
I
He really
suppose I
is
could.
trying to act
I
like
haven't
police
been to
though,
traffic court in a long time. I know where it's at. I know how to give a ticket. I know they're expensive now, and I'm not trying
Like,
to tax you like that.
if you have this
to
okay, hold on,
understand,
hold
you're
on, hold
trying
on.
to-
Dude claimed that he owned a company. So like if you own a company like this, I mean, I don't know. I would presume you don't try to slow actually people down, but you do kind of give them a far heads up like, hey, there's construction on this side of the road, like maybe like even start closing off part of the lane so that people have to get over. That is what makes sense to me in my head. Let me know what you guys think. But like honestly, what the hell are you guys, what are you even going on about? Like if you flag somebody and the cop is saying he strobed lights, like I'm honestly starting to believe that. Like I think he strobed some lights. The lights are fucking strobing right now. I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
in this conversation, justify what you're saying you're not doing. Anyway, I'm gonna snap a couple pictures of your vehicle. I've already got your information. You're free to go. Do you have any questions for me?
I'll just need a copy of your business card.
I don't have a business card with me.
Yeah, copy
I've
your
already
business
told you my
card.
name. I'm making a
Pause.
report.
You don't have a proper, you're not in proper uniform, bro, like at all. Like cops gotta do better here. You business card, gotta have it. Badge, gotta have it. You know what I mean? Name tag, you gotta have it, dude. Come on, like it's basic stuff, guys. Basic stuff. I'm not, shout out to the cops probably gonna watch this video. I honestly don't care that much, but I'm never pulled over by the cops. Matter of fact, I have a lot of family that are cops, so what the fuck, to my cousin, yo, bro, make sure you got a fucking business card on you, okay? Sweet.
But you have a copy of the report.
I do not provide copies of the report. I can give you a report number. Can you just pull a number and then write it down for me?
You just run it 3012.
This guy's so sus.
No, it took me a while to
He
get
had
it,
magazines
but
in the
it is
car.
like an LF plate.
Like a
is
supporter
the code.
plate?
No, it's a law enforcement plate. just humor me and run it 3012 on an OR.
Yeah, it has to be,
What the?
it's
It's just sus.
3012.
Did he say how he has
It just gets more sus as it goes along. Why do you have this plate, dude?
Yeah, so, Warren
Dale,
County,
where'd you get this car, bro?
Williamsport is way out west, damn near to
Did he
Illinois.
say how he has that plate?
I don't know, but this comes back on a brown 2000. That thing is not 2000.
John claimed he purchased the vehicle several months prior, along with the equipment inside. Officers observed a radar gun, a radio box, light siren box, and a mounted computer in plain view, all of which appeared clean and functional.
It's your stop.
Yeah, like whatever.
If it's over 30 days, I'm gonna tell.
I'm fine just making a report and going on with my day because I don't want to. This is not how I like spending my.
Something with the date that you bought the car to show me that it's not older than 30 days.
Oh, I got a tent tag.
Perfect.
Do you see what this says? Please display this portion in the rear vehicle window. Does it say anywhere on there to put a
Dale
plate
doesn't
off of
read
another
things.
car and just drive around with it?
Which
It doesn't.
Which you can do. I'm just saying. You obviously, if you know,
My bad.
explain it to you.
My bad.
You gotta have the paperwork.
While retrieving the vehicle registration, since the plates were linked to a
I'm
different
so
vehicle,
sassy, bro.
officers noticed a Glock
My
magazine,
bad.
two
My
pairs
bad.
of handcuffs in the passenger
My
door,
bad.
and what appeared to be tactical vest and body armor in the back seat.
It's a handcuff
Recording.
store.
Oh, okay.
You do security. Do you understand that doing security means you cannot put someone in handcuffs? That's what the police. That's what the real police do. Is put
Okay.
people in handcuffs.
Yeah, I understand that.
There's no firearm in here, but
Got
there's
handcuffs?
a magazine and bullets.
Yeah, well, I got obviously clean this out because I just transferred everything to my other car.
Maybe he's
but
just kinky,
there's
bro.
no gun.
You know?
I have a Glock
Those aren't for arresting
Uh,
anybody, officer.
19.
Where's it at?
Because I can't carry it. All right, because I'm on probation.
You know your business better than us.
Okay, well,
I haven't looked at. I don't know.
pretty sure I have
What
to
the
tell
conditions-
you, I can't have a firearm.
You know your business better than
I'm
us.
just telling you. I don't
It's
know
not
the
how-
conditions of your
I like guys like
probation.
that, man. He knows.
There's probably
He knows
people
how to
who
talk
have
to people.
conditions of probation that say like, if I'm working, I can. Maybe across the board. I mean, it's only a C misdemeanor that you're on probation for. So
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't know
like
that
I'm
I've
a-
ever encountered somebody on probation for a C misdemeanor. So, and I don't do probation. So I'm just gonna say you probably know your business and your risk better than. Sure, it's there, but I'm gonna go down that route. Have a nice day.
As the sergeant and officers left the area, John was seen
All right,
taking
I'm done
pictures
fucking
of their
with you, dude.
vehicles.
You're pissing
Given
me
the
off. I'm
odd
outta
and
here.
suspicious nature of the situation, the sergeant decided to dig further. After the incident, the sergeant reached out to other law enforcement agencies to see if they were aware of similar interactions with John. He received a photograph from June 2022 showing John directing traffic for churchgoers leaving a service. The photo had been taken by someone who was concerned that the vehicle John was using resembled a fake Indiana State Police vehicle. The investigation deepened as the sergeant reviewed footage from August 2022 recorded during the funeral procession of an Elwood police officer killed in the line of duty. Amid the procession of police vehicles with flashing emergency lights, one vehicle stood out, a car operated by John, equipped with red and white emergency lights bearing a license plate that read, Indiana Traffic Operations. However, the sergeant would soon learn that John made his day-to-day activities well known to the world. Police discovered numerous photos on his public Facebook profile showing him dressed in attire similar to law enforcement uniforms. His bio listed him as the owner of Indiana Traffic Operations LLC since September 2022, though he later removed this information. Among the posts on his page was a photo of John changing a flat tire, but what drew attention was his utility belt, which clearly displayed a firearm. Police subsequently reviewed John's TikTok page, Indie Traffic Cops, which contained hundreds of videos showcasing police vehicles, including his own fleet. In one video, John proudly displayed the interior of a
Okay, hold on. So you got to understand there's some legality around that. Like opening display of a firearm isn't okay in every state. It's like that's open carry technically. And if open carry is allowed in your state, then what he's doing is totally fine. So that's why I had to think about it for a second before I said anything. But yeah, dude is definitely trying to pretend to be a cop out here. Not gonna lie. So that's what it looks like, bro.
Dodge Charger equipped with emergency lights and a silver IMPD police badge was visible. While these badges were never publicly available, they could be acquired by retiring officers. Following the incident where he pulled over the sergeant, John appeared to change his TikTok username. Additionally, police found his company's Facebook page, where several posts featured law enforcement-related hashtags. The investigating sergeant believed these posts conveyed a misleading impression that Indiana Traffic Operations was connected to official law enforcement agencies or activities. The company's website was also reviewed, revealing several professionally taken photos of John. The sergeant particularly noted the images where John was standing in a public roadway, directing or possibly obstructing traffic, despite there being no apparent reason for his presence there. In addition, police found John's Instagram page, where his bio stated he was the owner of a page called Law Enforcement's. The account featured over 2,000 posts displaying law enforcement-related vehicles. The sergeant conducted a record search too, and confirmed John had never been a police officer with the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department or any other agency. However, he had participated in the IMPD's Explorer program as a high school student in 2016, a detail confirmed by old YouTube videos on his channel, along with other law enforcement-related content. With that, his interactions with real police officers stretch back to 2021, when John was stopped for operating a silver Dodge Charger, outfitted with equipment mimicking that of unmarked police vehicles. Items like handcuffs and an Ohio State...
This reminds me of the King of the Hill episode where, like, Dale becomes a bounty hunter. Like... This is like peak Dale Gribble vibes right here, you know? Like, this, it's just 100%. All right, I'm going to end it there. Thanks for watching.